Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, going to be talking about Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers and his performance against the Jacksonville Jaguars just a little bit more. And going to be talking about the Rams and 49ers game just a little bit because there's been a little bit of change in the scheduling, I guess you can say, for the matchup. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. Anyways, going to be talking about Jimmy Garoppolo right now against the #1 defense, Jacksonville Jaguars. And I was totally wrong about this prediction. A lot of you guys were going on me on that. And hey, I don't get every prediction right. I wish I did. But in this case, I don't mind being wrong at all. Jimmy Garoppolo had a really good performance against the Jacksonville Jaguars, completed 70% of his passes, threw 2 touchdowns to 1 interception, rushed for a touchdown, and Carlos Hyde, Matt Breed, I think they had touchdowns as well. Just everyone was getting a touchdown from the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. That was really surprising to see. You get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown as well. Everyone in San Francisco's offense, Blake Bortles, the defense, I don't know what to say. I'm not a big fan of Blake Bortles, never was, never has been, and the defense pretty much teared him apart. Got 3 interceptions on him. What else can you say, right? I love me some Jimmy Garoppolo. The one thing I'm concerned about is hopefully in 2018, Jimmy Garoppolo is not just aberration, just, oh, he's only good for a couple of games, and the next season he's just completely going to stink up the joint. But I do not see that happening. I see him being the real deal, the franchise quarterback that the 49ers have been looking for since pretty much Steve Young, to be honest with you. I mean, you could say Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick, but they've had really small stretches of greatness for their time in San Francisco. But I think Jimmy Garoppolo for the next 5 to 7 years, I think he's going to be one of the great quarterbacks to play this game. And he's doing it with a pretty bad offensive line, and he's doing it with not the best talent, I guess you could say. I mean, you got Marquise Goodwin, Trent Taylor, they're kind of emerging, but he doesn't have one of those guys that you can just rely on and just, boom, be the best receiver like Matt Ryan and Julio Jones or something like that. You know, just a dominant receiver. Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't have that, and that's a good thing. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of having a number 1 receiver, because sometimes a quarterback has to try to force feed the ball to them, like Dez Bryant with the Dallas Cowboys. Julio a little bit to some extent with Matt Ryan and Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson, because Matthew Stafford, he's been distributing the ball even better without Calvin Johnson, because he doesn't have to try to throw the ball to him all the time. But hey, that's just me. Right now, Jimmy Garoppolo has done all the right things. I just don't know what else to say, man. Like, I think this game is his coming out party against this Jacksonville defense that was ranked #1 in the NFL in terms of defense points allowed and yards allowed, just everything overall for this whole season. I think this game put him on the map as one of the great quarterbacks that will be playing in 2018. And it's one of the great quarterbacks right now. I think NFL.com had him ranked 5th out of all quarterbacks. Really impressive. To be honest, I might make another video on what if Jimmy Garoppolo was playing the whole season from week 1 to the Carolina Panthers all the way to now against the LA Rams. I might do that later on, maybe after the Super Bowl. You know, after the Super Bowl, after the game against the Rams, I'm pretty much done talking about the 49ers. I'm going to be talking about the NFL playoffs, all wildcard division. It's pretty much like last year. That should be exciting. I can't wait to see what's going on in the playoffs because the NFC is wide open. But I don't want to talk about the playoffs right now. I want to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo. But, I mean, if you just look at the eye test, he's poised. He doesn't look scared. He's not intimidated by the NFL. He's just ready to play and just looked really excited to play. And I think being with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady has helped him big time. He's not one of those Bill Belichick quarterbacks where, they're going to suck like Matt Castle. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say Matt Castle too much. He had one good year, but that was pretty much it. Like Brian Hoyer, Ryan Mallett, those guys, I mean, they weren't really that good. They were just there to be Brady's backup. But, I mean, Brian Hoyer, he can do an all right job in New England because it's New England's system. But when he goes out of town, when he goes somewhere else, not really the best quarterback. And I don't want to take shots at him in San Francisco. He had all right stints in, I guess you could say, in Houston and Cleveland a little bit. I mean, I know Houston, he had a terrible game against the Chiefs in the playoffs, but other than that, he hasn't been too terrible as a starter, I guess you could say. But in San Francisco, it didn't really work out, unfortunately, so that kind of sucks. I just have a feeling that Jimmy Garoppolo, man, I'm really excited to see 2018. I think people, if you went to the beginning of the season, people are like, it's going to take maybe until 2019 until the 49ers try to make the playoffs. But I think next year, they have a really good chance. The way they're playing right now, the way they're on the 4-game winning streak as of this video, as of this game before the Rams, what can you do, right? The defense is trying to emerge, and Jimmy Garoppolo has made a difference for everyone. I just can't say enough about it. So Jimmy Garoppolo, appreciate it, as always. Every video I talk about, too. Appreciate what you've done so far in San Francisco. Hopefully you can keep it up for this game against the Rams and next year. That's going to be pretty much it about the Jacksonville Jaguars 49ers game. What else can I say? But the game against the Rams this week, Sean McVay has announced that Jared Goff, I think him, Todd Gurley, and Aaron Donald, the main guys, are pretty much going to be sitting for this game against the 49ers and going to be resting up for the playoffs and whoever they play at LA next Sunday. Not this Sunday coming up, but the next Sunday. That's not really the biggest news. I still thought the 49ers were going to win a close one. I mean, some people kind of misconstrued my prediction saying I've only picked 30-27, but I didn't know Jared Goff and Todd Gurley were going to get benched before the making of the videos. So please, people, I didn't know that. I apologize, I guess, but I mean, I'll keep it the same. You know, 30-27. I mean, the Rams might my surprise. I don't know who the backup quarterback is. Is it Sean Mannion, I think? I don't know exactly who, but I still think the 49ers are going to win this game. I still thought that we're going to win this game anyways, even with Jared Goff and Todd Gurley. Looking forward to the playoffs. We'll see what happens, and pretty much no prediction change is not going to do anything significant. I mean, the score, I'll keep it 30-27, or maybe I'll keep it 30-23 or something like that, but I'm still going to keep it pretty much generally the same. Not going to do anything any different, so that should be exciting. But anyways, that's going to be pretty much it, you guys. Jimmy Garoppolo is the real deal. After this game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, this game has put him on the map. The Rams and 49ers game is going to be a little bit different since the Rams aren't really going to be playing for anything, so they pretty much bench all their good starters. The 49ers can have a field day, and that's still a good way to end the season, winning 5 games in a row. I'm not complaining at all, even if they're not even playing, but whatever. So please let me know what you guys think about Jimmy Garoppolo overall, the 49ers-Rams game even more. Please write down. I would definitely respond eventually. And if you guys like this, please like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this. And I guess I'll be catching you guys up in 2018. So I hope you just have a nice day, nice weekend, nice whatever. And I'll see you guys in 2018, last video for 2017. Bye, guys. Happy New Year. Love y'all.